Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here, we are live, we are set for, finally, they're all here, they're all back in action this weekend. We have got everything to get stuck into. We are here for the Sorare Deadline Show. I am, of course, Quinny, and I'm joined as ever by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Yeah, glad to see you, mate. Really good to see you. Buzzing for this weekend. Everything's back. Can finally say, Sorare 26 is back in action, right? Serie A back, Bundesliga back. And yeah, just really excited to see your lineup, see what I've got cooking, and going through some of these matchups.
Looking forward to it. And yeah, this is one that's been long on the drawing board for a while. We've been waiting for all those leagues to come back in for classic SO7 fantasy football stuff, as well as obviously in season. So many people are splicing themselves between so many leagues. I know everyone's been chasing down, or a lot of people have anyway, kind of road to glory, budget builder, limited teams for like all the 5x multipliers on the streaks that we've had for Prem and La Liga last week, Liga and obviously Bundesliga, which comes on this week as well. So tons of you guys are getting involved in lots of different strategies and stuff. It's been great to see. I'm excited for that stuff for myself as well, of course. And I was catching up with your content earlier, Harry. I've seen some of your teams already, so I know it's a big weekend for you as well. But yeah, so it's been a bit of a long week in that sense since the last show. It feels like the midweek was kind of like a double game week almost, the way it went with the kind of protracted deadline later at night. But now it feels like it went away in 2 seconds. How's the midweek been for you, Harry? How's it been since we've seen you?
Ooh, disastrous, mate. I had double captain Hogsburg, and I probably could have quite comfortably walked. They had a clean sheet as well, so you can only assume he probably gets 70 plus. Captain like my super rare in rare, and I captain my rare and rare in 2 under 23 lineups, and they both got a bit of essence still. But yeah, brutal DMPs. But other than that, not too much to shout about. I didn't really get much in All Star, but like under 23 is like free essence at this point. Like if you get like 2 points, you get essence, right? So so I just put as many liners as I could out for under 23. I'll use that. I'll use that essence for arena this weekend, or like late arena or whatever. Could have got a lot better, but it is what it is. We still go home with 500 essence or whatever. I mean, at this point, like as much as I do love midweeks and stuff, or did love midweeks, they're just an afterthought at the end of the day, and that's fine. Because the weekends more than make up for it, which I'm more than happy about. Definitely not complaining, but they're nice to have. Like I mentioned to you, scoop up essence in the midweek, spunky on the weekend. That's just the motto right now.
That's the way it goes, isn't it? And I was just going to say as well to everyone in the chat, let us know how you're getting on with streaks yourself. Are you starting off? Are you on a fresh one? Did you lose it last week? Are you like my rares? I'm on step 3. I got the La Liga stuff last week off the mark, which was cool. And I somehow, with an Opta adjustment, Matt Free's got a last man tackle out of nowhere, and I managed to get an MLS streak out of thin air, which was funny. I totally forgot there's even streaks in MLS, the way things have been going, So let us know how many streaks you're after, what steps you're on, etc. Harry, I know you were sweeping them in. I think last weekend you picked up a fair raft of different ones.
Yeah, I think I picked up 4 out of 5 maybe last week. Missed out on the third streak in Challenger, so back to square one this weekend. I'm on third streak for Eredivisie this weekend, but I don't have the players to play it, so it's my first week of skipping. I literally don't even have goalkeepers. I basically couldn't even field an outfield like 4 in season sort of cohort. So yeah, saving that for next weekend. I am on the second 5x streak for Liga though, so that's my exciting one this weekend. The $200 in rare. Have I got anything else? Second streak in Belgium. Second streak in MLS. Actually, I scraped an MLS one similar to yourself last weekend. So, no, I don't think I have anything. Nothing tasty. It would have been tasty if I was playing for the Eredivisie. That'd be 2 sort of $200 streakers. But yeah, just the one, which is fine. I've been nailing them to a degree, but I haven't hit any 3s yet. I've only gone for 1. Like I've only tried it with Challenger, to be fair. Not easy, definitely not easy, and obviously the reduced. I know it doesn't reduce on the third and above, but obviously the 2 smaller ones are going to get reduced, aren't they, after this weekend, I believe, or like back, increased. So we're not going to have the 270 and 330 in rare. I don't know what it is in limited right now off the top of my head, but yeah, it's going to be harder, quote unquote. But we obviously all knew that was coming. But yeah, nonetheless, loads of lineups to come out, and like you said, lots of classic lineups now with Champ sort of fully open as far as all the possibilities with Serie A and Bundesliga.
Yeah, big time. Lots of you guys showing up live and loud for us as we kick off the deadline show. Fist bumps to you all. If you don't know this already, Sorare own and control the internet. They love the content here at Quinny 3001. They love the content at Harry Trades as well. And if you've not found that YouTube channel, shame on you. It is linked in the description of the video. You can check that out, of course. But they want to make sure you're supporting the channel. They want to make sure you're supporting the content from me and Harry. And if they see you're here at the deadline show getting the latest intel right before the deadline locks for some competitions, we've got a later deadline for the league specific stuff, 7 o'clock tonight UK time, I think it is. So watch out for that on the Twitter notifications. Then they don't take too kindly to that. They want to see you smashing the like button. They want to see you getting yourself set for the game week. And in doing so, they'll make sure then that you don't have these bad crafts. You don't captain the wrong guy. But if you don't hit the like button, you know what's going to happen. You're going to spin that wheel and miss every single time until it goes. So help yourself, support the show. Get into the live chat. Tell us how you're getting on with streaks. Smash the like button. And yeah, I guess it's about that time, Harry boy. We just get stuck straight into it. There has been some interesting little things in the chat that I did want to wrestle with, but we're a wee minute or two behind, and we'll maybe wrestle with them as we go. I'll maybe pop them up on screen, and anyone in the chat, feel free to throw their 2 cents in at it. Evens one here kind of caught my eye. Gibbs White versus a little field of other midfielders that are similar, for example. So that kind of caught my eye, got me thinking. I think Gibbs White looks pretty unreal though now. Tielemans and Newcastle. I think the team of Forest is better to back now than Newcastle or Villa, kinda.
Yeah, there's a lot of momentum, isn't there, behind Forest? But the midweeks will definitely take a toll for them. Because he's going to be wanting to play, the midweek football as well. I'm not saying he can't do both or won't do both, but you'll always have that sort of monkey on your back, knowing that he could get rotated or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. Out of those three, like the other three, let's say, I don't think Tonali's the answer. It depends where Tielemans... Like, is Tielemans playing in the 10? I don't really know. I haven't watched Villa yet. He is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that feels like a good little alternative for 200, but obviously Villa on Forest. But I obviously like Bruno. I don't know. It'd be like, yeah, it's tough. I'd cancel Tonali out of it, though. But Bruno and Tielemans don't seem like terrible sort of budgety options, but it's only $80. Like if you're spending 200, you might as well go and spend the 280, right? Like if he's your one type of thing. Like it's not like 400 and 200. Like it's $80 after you're spending 200 anyway. So yeah, I think you push your bow out if you really want him, but the other two options aren't terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If he's the guy, get the guy. Sometimes these makeshift ones, you regret it. You're like, I should have just got the guy I wanted. He's the one that actually smashed, So yeah, I definitely drink that tea as well. And here we have the match. Well, we used to call it the matchups tab, but the match odds tab, I guess we're going to call it now, where we see the main movers and shakers, the main runners and riders coming into the weekend, the big swingers, the heavy hitters, the money makers potentially. And I don't know, is that the top 5, 6 all at home? And it's bad boys as well, stacks.
Yeah, big PSG favourites at home. I think that's tonight actually. Yourselves at home to Livy, obviously, and then Benfica with a big Champions League tie against Fenerbahce next week, the second leg. PSV at home, and then obviously Ajax as well, and then you've got a little bit of Porto and Atletico down there. Sort of normal services resumed, isn't it, in some of those? But it's nice, right? Like these are all segregated now at the end of the day. Like PSV and Ajax are in their own little bubble, right? Benfica obviously isn't, same for Celtic. But PSG are obviously outside of Classic, so it's less daunting, I would say, for the most part. Depends if you play those comps or not. But there's a lot of PSG sort of like, it looks like Vitinha's not going to play. Like there's some weird little creases in that PSG situation. I think Kavic's out maybe or something. I don't know, but I know PSV have a couple of injuries. They just brought that Paul Wanner in. But yeah, Porto have looked really good so far. Bayern Munich tonight against Leipzig. Crazy how vast the percentage, isn't it, against a Leipzig? I know Leipzig haven't been great, but you always think of Leipzig at least top 4 every year type of thing. But the fact that 10% chance of winning right now is just mental. Zenit at home looks a big one for maybe Classic smashers. Barca away to newly promoted Levante, and then we get to the first Premier League fixture in Arsenal Leeds, who I heard Leeds put up a wicked fight against, was it Everton they beat?
Well, do you know it's funny, Harry, because I watched the game and it was quite painful to watch for large parts of it, and I did an analysis video and stuff like that, and I thought Leeds were terrible, mate. I thought Tanaka looked good, I thought Stack looked good, but Nonto couldn't get by him day. Dan James was just the one-trick pony that he is, and that Perot barely got a kick. I thought they were really. I thought they were poor. Everton weren't great either.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't hold out much. I don't think Leeds score against Arsenal. Quite honestly, they might score one goal if they play in the Mecca, because that's what happens. You bring the Mecca off the bench and look what happens. Goals. Big man looked good. Obviously I'm biased. I'm a big Nemeka stan, but he looked good. Good touches there. Good centre forward play, which in the Premier League shows up well. Guys that are good in the centre forward role. 1-2 touch 100%. Stuff, move into the right spots. So yeah, this is Arsenal all day, I think.
No, I agree with you. Obviously, couple of injuries or Arsenal. They've replacing, the injured players, and maybe Martinelli with a little Eberechi Eze, which looks really promising. Might take away from your Odegaards and stuff, though, so just be wary as far as like SO5 goes. But yeah, obviously a long way to that happening as far as like seeing them on the pitch, I guess. But yeah, Sporting have been insane recently. Another a big challenger player in there. Fenner at home, but again they'll probably rotate like mad with that Benfica second fixture. And like Rico Man says in the chat, Real Madrid away to Oviedo, my newly promoted La Liga team. Yeah, 80 AA I'm calling this game. And then, what do we get into? A bit of Zagreb, AC Milan at home, but no in-seasons. Gala are away, but again, massive favourites. Bit of China. Marseille at home to Paris, but do you hear about the bust-up with fucking Rabiot and Rowe?
They're both getting kicked out of the club.
Yeah, Rowe's already gone to Bologna. It's done. But, like, apparently it was, like, bad. Like, there was, like, weapons used. According to, like, what the guy said. Yeah, he was like, it wasn't a fair fight. Like, it was... Things were being used, apparently, that, like, shouldn't have been getting used. So I don't know what that even means.
Who are we blaming out of the two of them?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Rowe, but I think Rabiot fancies himself a bit, doesn't he? So I'm going to back Rowe, personally.
Yeah.
Mate, Oviedo, Mikey, have signed Eric Bailly, Den Donker, and Josip Brekalo in the last week. So top 3, I think, minimum.
Yeah. Well...
Bottom 3.
Top 3.
Marseille, Lyon are at home. There's some good fixtures. Like, we're still in the 70%ers right now. Copenhagen, nice. Utrecht. Like, there is a lot of good fixtures this weekend. So, yeah, buckle up, because there's probably going to be some monster scores. Birmingham at home, massive favourites in contender maybe. City at home to Tottenham, big favourites. I saw Guardiol's out already, which is not great. So, yeah, and then we get into MLS. So, do you want to sort of end it there as far as matchups go, or what? We can keep scrolling if we really need, but...
Bro tapped up Rabiot as well. Yeah, well, that would probably bring the weapons out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, get the weapons out.
I think it would be big time. Yeah, so I've seen you, Harry, before coming on for the show today, guys. Wanted to try something a little bit different, so try and bear with us. But I got a new toy. We normally play with the tactics board here on the channel, doing some football stuff or whatever. But I've got a new one, and it's a bit shinier. It's pretty slick as well. And I've kind of jumped ahead, and I thought we'll do the Premier League, and we'll try and kind of use this as a wee bit of a preview for it. Try and have a little bit of fun. Chat, feel free to run away with it and throw in any contributions or anything like that at all as well. But last week, we had the return of the Premier League, and it was headlines galore everywhere. A lot of new signings making some splashes. Some of them maybe not quite lifting to the levels we would have expected. A lot of the results went the way a lot of people thought, but not every one of them. And there was some surprises on the day. Forest were big winners. I think Sunderland were big winners. And we come into match day 2 now. And, at this stage of the season, we don't tend to see much rotation. Everyone is starting to set their stall out for the year for where they're going to be in the table. And, the Premier League is never boring coming into this weekend. We have another edition of Friday Night Football coming in this week. Now, last week was Bournemouth-Liverpool. It was a good game. It was a kind of an event, wasn't it, with the Jota stuff pre-match and whatever. But this week, for Friday night action, we've got a London derby. We have got Chelsea at home to West Ham. And we've got the projected teams locked and loaded already for it. I'll make it a bit easier to see for everyone. So Chelsea are projected to go with, this is in the back 4, Chalobah, Akampong, Kukurea and James. Obviously Sanchez in goals. Enzo and Caicedo in the engine room. Neto, Bino, Gittins out wide, with Pedro and Palmer leading the charge and attack. With West Ham expected to have the same team essentially that started last week, but no Guido Rodriguez. It looks like it'll be Big Tam, Big Suchek in midfield for them. And this is a game there's a few interesting stats going around it. I think this is going to be a big one for Chelsea. Chelsea generally in these London derbies do pretty well. I think I'm right in saying their first 5 matches or 4 matches of this season are all against London clubs, so I don't think they're really doing much travel or anything like that. But Chelsea have won just 2 of their last 11 away league matches this season, so it doesn't kind of bode well on the old away trip. And João Pedro has faced no opponents in his career without ever scoring more than he has against West Ham. So João Pedro has played against West Ham 6 times and not scored. So there's a funny wee crease into it.
You made me not want to play my João Pedro now, Quinny. To be honest.
It's a funny one. The back 3 for West Ham, I watched West Ham last week. Who did they play? Sunderland. The back 3 were all actually really good. I thought individually defended very well, but West Ham were just very grey, very meh. And I'm not too sure. Like, this Chelsea team looks really strong, And I know it wasn't quite all of that in a packet of crisps or whatever last week with some of the bits and pieces that were going on around it. But if they get their foot on the ball in a game like this, a West Ham team with, if this kind of 3-4-3, Wan-Bissaka likes to kind of tuck in. He was kind of like a defensive mid at times, big lad that he is. He was really good for scoring purposes last week. Absolutely rinsed it with clearances, tackles, doubles, all that kind of stuff. Didn't really lose possession too much. But you just know the likes of Palmer, Bino Gittins, Pedro Neto, I think these guys are just going to be way too much for West Ham to handle. They couldn't handle Sunderland. And I think by comparison, you can't really fear too much for Chelsea. But some interesting stats there that maybe point to it not being total one-way traffic.
Yes, it's interesting because, Chelsea having 2 really direct wingers there. If you're playing a 5 at the back, those wing backs have to help out. Like, you don't want Aguerd and Todibo coming into those deep sort of, like, in between the 18-yard box and the touchline. Like, that's not where you want them, really, because they're just not as agile as, Neto and Bino Gittins, right? They're probably going to get kippered. So, and that obviously leaves big gaps then, for, your Enzos to make, sort of third-man runs, Palmer to do his thing, and João Pedro to sort of pin back Kilman. Like, yeah, it's a bit worrying unless Wan-Bissaka, it'll have to be like a really, really, good defensive job here by, Diouf and Wan-Bissaka. But as far as I'm aware, Diouf's not really a, like, wing back, is he necessarily? Or is he more of like a winger, right?
Mate, it looked like he was playing up front last week,
I watched him play in the summer series, I'm sure, and he just wasn't a defender, put it that way. So, yeah, It's a bit worrying now. I don't know if, that just looks far too attacking for me. Like, if they do go out with that, fair play, shows a bit of balls. But, I just feel like Chelsea will have too much dynamism for them on the wings, and then they've got too much sort of intricacy in the middle for them to just not score goals, in my opinion.
I don't think West Ham looked that good in attack last week, right? But Jared Bowen certainly didn't look bad last week, I would say. Big Fulkrug's up for trying to make a name in the Prem, and Paqueta's obviously got rid of the betting charges or whatever. And this Chelsea defence, like, I don't see them keeping a clean sheet against many teams, So I don't know. I could see Chelsea maybe winning this like 2-1, 3-1 or something like that. But I think the quality in the team will be the difference here, I think, won't it?
Yeah, I think Chelsea just have too much going forward, don't they, to not sort of penetrate. Okay, yeah, they're shaky at the back right now with, not having first choice centre backs and whatever, but yeah, it's still a bit of a no-brainer for me. I think this is a Chelsea win quite comfortably.
Yeah. So this is the Friday night game. Then we move into Saturday morning, and we've got Man City. We can just hide West Ham. But Man City are taking on Tottenham. Now, Tottenham obviously changed manager. They've been actually, absolutely mugged off this week with Arsenal signing Eberechi Eze. And they're not getting Savio. They're missing targets left, right, and centre. They're not managing to sign anyone. City look like they're going to line up like this. Aït-Nouri continues at left back, Lewis at right back, centre back Stones and Diaz with Trafford and goals. Midfield is going to be Nico Gonzalez, Tijani Reinders, Bernie Silva, and the front 3 looks like the same. It's Bob, Haaland, and Doku. Oscar Bob was very impressive for me last week. I think he played so well. I don't worry about Pep Roulette with him. I think he is kind of nailed on at right wing now, failing any kind of loss of form or the emergence of Cherki or Mamouche or somebody like that really kicking it up a level. Sad to not see Cherki start, but it's not really a surprise, is it? But that's the Man City team.
Not really, no. Again, it's quite similar sort of outfit to Chelsea, though, in a way, as far as like 2 really sort of dynamic wingers. Haaland is obviously the João Pedro sort of 9. to pin back the centre halves, and then the three in the middle, like Reinders, like he's such a threat in both sort of areas, and obviously more so, attacking wise we saw last week. Bernie Silva, knows a thing or two about the Premier League, and I watched Bob's highlights, and he just looks so tidy on the ball, and he can just go either way, and there was just so much sort of like, you couldn't really read what was going to happen basically, because he can come inside, he can thread passes through down the line and into Haaland. There's just a lot to his game that's pleasing to sort of watch, and at Nouri and Lewis as well. Like, can you get any more attacking right backs and left backs really? So yeah, again, I feel like they just end up suffocating Tottenham. Really, they're just not enough. I don't know. Like, there is legs in that Tottenham team. Don't get me wrong, and they might take a little while to penetrate. But I think eventually, the cream rises to the top as far as like Man City's attackers go. And yeah, there's goals in this for City, surely.
Yeah, we did see Tottenham start against PSG with like a 5 at the back type thing. So I wouldn't rule out that this is how they kind of maybe look to start the game, just try and escape with Kudus somehow with Richarlison, kind of just playing on whatever side of the pitch the ball's on. And, if there's a team you don't want to give the game to, it's probably City, I think, isn't it? Because like you say, Aït-Nouri, Rico Lewis, these guys are more than happy to just go on and overload and then overlap on top of that as well. So, yeah, it could be quite one-way traffic. I'll just remove the City team so you can see the Tottenham team a bit clearer, camped on the edge of their box here. But it looks like the back five, best kind of choice that's available at the moment. Bentancur, Palhinha and Sarr in midfield, with the escape option being Kudus, I reckon, over and with Richarlison over there with him as well. And I did have some stats for this one. Erling Haaland has contributed 5 goals in 6 matches against Tottenham, which is 4 goals and 1 assist, which is pretty good going. And in the head-to-heads, this is a very interesting one. The previous 15 head-to-heads at the Etihad have produced 67 goals. So 15 games at the Etihad, 67 goals, an average of 4.47. Spurs won this game 4-0 last season under Big Ange, obviously. Man City just having won 1 of the last 4 head-to-heads at the Etihad. So Tottenham are actually, they've lost. Yeah. So City have won 1, lost 2 and drawn 1 of the last 4. Tottenham have went there. So that's not too bad hunting for them, I suppose. But different manager, different philosophy. It feels like, it could be a wee Haaland hat-trick weekend, maybe. It could be one of those ones. I've got memories of Edin Dzeko slaughtering Tottenham for Man City, and I've just got those kind of flashbacks maybe coming back to me now. Could be one of those ones. So yeah, I think this will be high scoring. This is the early kickoff on the Saturday. And it could be any, with the amount of goals that have been involved in the game. City are never good for a clean sheet anyway, so I wouldn't rule out Tottenham maybe losing 4-1 in this one.
It always smells like goals, Tottenham City, for some reason to me. Like every game over the years, just always both teams is just whoever ends up, winning it. But you've got to fancy City.
Yeah. And we then get to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. The first one we've got loaded up is going to be Bournemouth versus Wolves. And again, 2 teams that I paid quite a lot of attention to last year. This year, I've got a lot less hope for Bournemouth and, for Wolves. And I feel that Bournemouth will maybe just about get out of any issues they've got because their manager's so well organised. They did a really good job with them before he's made the team better, although the team's just lost. I think it was something like £150 million of defensive talent they sold this summer with Huijsens, Zabarnyi and Kirkez. So
that's insane.
So tight one. This is a Bournemouth team, just so you can see it nice and clear. Ivan Nielsen leading the line. Otherwise, kind of picks itself. New signing Diakite from Lille coming straight in to replace Zabarnyi. Truffert did very well against Liverpool for me. I think he could do very well in this game. A wide attacking, a bombastic fullback. Great replacement for Kirkez. Often likened to Tio Hernandez, if anyone's ever watched him play. Just think, like Gareth Bale, Harry boy, back in the day when he played left back.
Come on now, don't play down Bale's left back. Well, to be fair, he was rubbish at left back. So not a left back.
Oh, you kidding?
Well,
they didn't get the San Siro from left back. Tottenham fans keep telling me.
Before that, they didn't win a game, and I think it was like 30 Premier League games. Like, they literally didn't win a game.
Fair. Speaking of not winning a game, Wolves played Man City last week, and they got absolutely nowhere. They did manage to get 1 wee goal in the end, but this is how they look to line up. Again, I think it's the exact same team as what we've seen last week, although Arias is coming in to start this one. big money signing in the summer. Jorgen Strand Larsen is in the papers the last couple of days as well. Might be on his way to Newcastle, you would think. There's a really strong midfield three here. I really like all three of them individually. I do think Moller, Wolf, and Hoover are like good fullbacks, but along with the rest of the defence, it's just subpar, I think, for the Premier League. And Bournemouth is a team that will probably look at that Wolves outfit and think this is a team we should be beating. This is 3 points at home we should be going after. And yeah, I think I probably fancy Bournemouth just about edge this one, but Wolves, you know, they do have a striker and stuff like that. I think the goalkeeper's a big difference for Bournemouth also.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth are just a bit too strong everywhere, basically. Like, there's not really a weakness there that I can point towards, you know, to exploit. Diakite's new, okay. Smith's, I don't know. I just don't see much really troubling that Bournemouth back four there. I do rate Strand Larsen. He can get a goal from sort of nothing. But is he going to get the service? It just seems like they're set up just to, you know, just to bank in and hope for a little counter attack now and again. But and set pieces will be, you know, always important. Yeah, Bournemouth easy victory here for me. 2-0.
Yeah, I can see something like that. Bournemouth knocked Wolves out of the FA Cup on penalties last season in the last time they met. But although the away side on the day has won each of the last 5 meetings between the two. So it always favours the away team, it seems like. So again, another little stat that maybe just puts a wee fly in the ointment of how you think and feel about these games. The next one we come on to is Brentford against Aston Villa. Brentford, I've got them rock bottom of the table this year. I think they've got no hope. I don't think they did anything last week to change my mind. Aston Villa, I feel bad for because I think they've had a really good couple of years, but every transfer window, they've just got weaker and weaker, it feels like. And, you know, you want to see them, you know, similar to Newcastle and Palace last season, you want to see them kind of get something for this little era that they're in at the moment. So anyway, doubt they're going to do that in the Premier League as such, but let's see what they do elsewhere. But this is their second match of the season. And again, a game that Villa, I think, will look at after played Newcastle last week and the most boring 0-0 draw you've ever seen in your life. Is a game that they should get their account up and running for the season. This should be 3 points for Villa, you would think.
Yeah, just a well-oiled machine, aren't they? Bournemouth are just so disjointed now with what's sort of left, and it's not a Villa team for me like to compete with.
Yeah, but that's kind of nice wee strong box. Wee Boobs camera back fit and available. Onana starts this one. I don't think he started last week. And that will probably give them a nice little base to run with. And it's all about getting Morgan Rogers off the leash, isn't it? You know, it's all about getting him off the leash, getting Tielemans on the edge of the box. Is this a game McGinn can make a mark on? Let's hope so. And Watkins, it's been, again, back in the newspapers again, being linked with some other moves, some other teams. And again, that's only going to help anyone for him scoring goals. I don't think he's going to leave, but scoring goals is just going to help everything for everyone, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, 100%. It's just all about getting space for Rodgers, basically. McGinn's not going to run down the wing, is he necessarily? Like, it's all about coming inside on his left foot and linking with Tielemans, Watkins and whatever. But yeah, to give Rodgers a bit of sort of 1v1 space is basically what this is kind of set up to do. Sort of bring the ball over to the right side and keep it over there for a bit, isolate Rodgers, and then, you know, that big sort of Kamara Tielemans switch to get Rodgers sort of 1-on-1 or whoever he's sort of up against, maybe even a 2v1. He's capable to sort of penetrate that way. Can he feed Watkins in, or can he even, you know, shoot and score himself? So, because like they're not blessed with pace there really, that Villa team. Like, they're athletic in midfield, but I wouldn't call it like lightning quick pace. You know, Watkins is obviously objectively quick, but Rodgers is the one where, you know, running with the ball, he's just so deceptively quick for a big guy. It's just ridiculous, and his dribbling is insane for his size. So yeah, again, I can't see how Brentford really trouble them here. That's not to say they can't go and score, you know, a little consolation or something, but I think Villa outscore them.
I think the midfield, like you say, McGinn is probably going to be a bit tucked in. I think this could be a really good game for all the midfielders involved, Tielemans especially. I think he could have a really good one here. The Brentford team, like, just feels too soft, you know, it just doesn't feel good enough. I look at that front line, I just think you're not scoring. Like, I think Villa take this like 2 or 3-0 or something like that. Villa have enjoyed the better of recent meetings. They are unbeaten across the last 6 head-to-heads, 4 wins and 2 draws, which includes winning both of their last 2 visits here by a 1-goal margin. Interesting. Have I got anything else on that game? No, that's it. But yeah, so that's an interesting one. Should be a good one for the Villa.
Yeah, I fancy him that.
And then we've got two promoted teams going head-to-head. We've got Burnley at home to Sunderland. Now, Sunderland, I think, have been probably, alongside Nottingham Forest, the most interesting teams to follow in the summer transfer window. They've been so busy. Sunderland have spent more money than anyone's ever seen before. It's been absolutely crazy. And they go away to Burnley. This is the way Burnley look to be lining up. Dubravka in goals, Kyle Walker and Hartman on the wings at wing-back. That's kind of fun in its own way, isn't it? Cullen and Oguchukwu, you know what this is going to be like, don't you? Nice and deep. Hannibal, I've not really seen him in the Prem. Let's see how he works out. Marcus Edwards and Anthony on the wings get big names to make themselves this season, while Lyle Foster looking to lead the attack. Whereas with Sunderland, it looks like new signing Alderte is going to come in to start this game with Sealt coming off injured last week. Otherwise, it's the exact same team that played against West Ham last week and won so convincingly. And I'm quite bullish on Sunderland, Harry. In my pre-season predictions, before a ball was kicked, I put them in 13th. And after watching them last week, let's see how they do over the next couple of matches. But Sunderland could be a top half team. They've just signed Mukiele. They might sign Lucimi as well. They might go and get another attacker. And I think Sunderland, against a lot of teams in the league, will keep a lot of clean sheets. I think defence. Robin Ross was brilliant last week. A hero of a keeper.
So good, isn't he?
Aye,
so
amazing.
Good. Yeah, he's a wicked shot stopper, and he's good with his feet as well, to be fair. But I think the biggest, like the most sort of influential signing, as much as they've bought, legs in, they've bought youth in, I think Xhaka's just like, he's just a Rolls Royce, isn't he? As much as he's obviously getting on a bit, but that sort of, that leader in the middle of the park, it reminds me of like Højbjerg going to Marseille, and like how influential he probably is in the, like I've just seen interviews and stuff, and like how how demanding he is in the locker room and stuff. And I just think like you take Xhaka out of that team and it just feels like it just not capitulates, but like he is like the gem in the middle that keeps everything intact. I think remove him and it just looks a bit like, oh wow, they've signed some good players on paper, yeah, and like they can run and they can do things, but I think Xhaka's the one thing there that basically just like elevates everything 10, 15, 20%, and it makes you a better player. If you're playing with Xhaka and you've got legs, you're going to complement him, he's going to complement you, give you the ball and allow you to unlock you, basically. He's not, he wants to run the show, but he knows like he can't really anymore, for talking like, the influence he's probably had in his earlier years, but I still think he's got it. And yeah, he's a massive addition. Like imagine if that, like no disrespect, imagine if that was Jordan Henderson in there. Like I don't not rate Jordan Henderson, but I just think Xhaka would have is having and will have a bigger influence, despite obviously Hendo being a legend and stuff. There's a reason why they didn't go for him, I'd assume, right? Like it's not rocket science to work that one out. So yeah, I think that one's massive personally.
Sunderland have edged the last two meetings in the Championship last year between Burnley, but they have not won at Turf Moor, Burnley Stadium, since 2005, which is, it feels like that's about to burst, I think. I make you quite right. Xhaka was, he's like that kind of coach on the pitch. He's that guy that kind of leads the team, even though there's a lot of new faces here. They just really synergized last week, I thought, very quickly. And Habib Diarra, this guy's going to score goals. This guy's going to get assists. He was one of the main things that kept them kind of firing. And I think with him, Siddiqui doing the bodyguard role on Xhaka. And Xhaka, by the way, Xhaka man-marked Paqueta out the game last week. Like, he went everywhere and bossed him, So Xhaka, like, he's not just that controller guy that calls the shots. He's getting his hands dirty, in more 100%. Ways than one. And Siddiqui, was very good. I like the La Liga defenders. I'm big fans of them, and I thought they did well. The front line I did worry about before watching them last week. I'm still not totally convinced they'll score enough goals. That's the tricky part for me, really. But they looked decent. And against Ekdal at centre-back, I think Walker is hopeful to be the Xhaka of the Burnley outfit. And we all know how good Hartman can be, So, Burnley have got some teeth in this one, but I think Sunderland will do them, personally.
Yeah, hard to see past Sunderland. Feels like a low-scoring game, if I had to say.
Yeah, like a 1-0, 2-1, maybe a push if things open up a bit.
Definitely.
The next game we come to is Arsenal at home to Leeds. Now, again, all eyes on both these teams for different reasons. Arsenal fighting at the top of the table. Leeds, one of the favourites to go back down. And Arsenal, I didn't actually see them last week. No, it was against Man United, wasn't it? It was just a very forgettable game. I did watch it. And yeah, well, anyway, they are what they are. They got that set-piece goal, didn't they? Just as you would expect, Calafiore and all the rest of it. And Leeds looked... So I'll show you the Arsenal team. Same team as last week, I think, by all accounts. I don't think there's any change to that, unless I'm remembering it wrong. Oh, Timber for White is the only change that we get.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the sort of fully fledged Arsenal side that we're going to see in a few weeks. I think when all the signings sort of flush in and stuff. But surely this gives Leeds all sort of problems. You've got to think Gyökeres gets a goal or two here, if not more. And then obviously Saka. I don't even want to predict how many assists he's going to get.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good for him. And I think this is a great game for Gyökeres to get going, because all the talk of his level or whatever, he has played championship level opponents before, which Leeds aren't really too far removed from at this point, So yeah, it could be a good game for him to open his account. I'm totally with you there. I think a big thing for Arsenal is the strength they've got on the bench. Having watched Leeds against Everton, I just don't see them getting shots away in this game. I think Dan James, we know the trick that he's going to run, Harry boy. Just take that line and sprint with it.
Yep.
And maybe they start in the Mecca. Maybe they get a goal if they do that. But if they don't, this Nonto doesn't beat anyone. I don't think he's Premier League quality. And although Tanaka's going to be really busy and catch the eye watching this game, and Stack, both of them looked really good last week, it's not enough. It's just going to be attack versus defence for the whole game. I think Arsenal take this easily for me.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll fire through at the next one, because that's the Saturday at 3. I know that's the Saturday at 5. We then get on to Sunday, and I think it's not really a derby, right? But Crystal Palace are taking on Nottingham Forest, and if you've been paying attention to the news and how everything's been going over the summer, you'll know these two teams have been really at each other's throats in terms of who's qualifying for Europa Leagues and who's qualifying for Conference Leagues and all that kind of stuff around it. Nottingham Forest started buying Botafogo players so that other things would happen, and domino effects and whatever. So yeah, no love lost for either one of them. Forest, the most impressive team in match day 1 for me, probably. But this is how Palace line up. Eberici Eze now out the building, and it looks like Devaney is going to come into the starting lineup here. Otherwise, the team does kind of pick itself. And then Nottingham Forest, again, I don't think there's any changes at all from last week. I think it's the exact same team, isn't it? But this feels like goals galore to me, this one, Harry.
Yeah, kind of evenly matched. I do think the fact, obviously, Forest have had a week's rest and Palace played midweek. Mateta got their first ever goal in Europe, which was obviously a nice little touch there. But yeah, that does play, it does play a part. I know they won and stuff, which, maybe gets them over the line as far as, sort of mentality and just fitness, or just wanting to get into this game and win it. But it's hard to see past Forest, though, man. They're just, again, similar to Villa, but in a more sort of upgraded way, let's call it, with the signings they've brought in. They've had 2 proper wingers in Ndoye and Callum Hudson-Odoi, sorry. And Wood, everything he touches just turns to goals. I just, it's no frills, but it's just goals, and as much as probably Watkins is quicker than him and strong or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Chris Wood just puts the ball in the back of the net and does what he's sort of supposed to do. And then the middle 3 is the most interesting for me, Gibbs White in that free role, Elliot Anderson. Now, I'm going to say it here. I've been thinking it for a few weeks, and I know who Elliot Anderson reminds me of, stylistically, as I watch him, move. And he's obviously not as good as him, but he is the Geordie Steven Gerrard. I'm saying it now. I think he has very, very similar attributes, and he just when I watch him play, he just looks like how Gerrard used to move, kind of quite stridey. With the technique is almost exactly the same as far as his range of passing and stuff. Don't get me wrong, he's not Gerrard, but I'm telling you, he's the closest thing right now, I would say, in England that I say we, I'm not English, but that they have to a Gerrard, I would say, as far as can do everything.
Really ran the show last week, in centre mid, and obviously the assist is a bit of a highlight reel, isn't it? Moment, just taking it first time on a week in a bouncing half volley and just zinging it into the path for them to run onto, and all the rest of it was brilliant. But yeah, he really went up my estimations last week in a big way. The Gerrard comparison's an interesting one. I'll kind of keep my eyes open on that. But yeah, I think this will probably be the difference on the day. I like Will Hughes, but he's 2-5 out of 10 for me. And Adam Wharton, we've all got a big opinion of, but I think Gibbs White just goes into such dangerous areas, is so strong. And his assist last week, he was just toying, absolutely toying with Brentford. Just I'm going to keep the ball, I'll spin, I'll duck you, and then I'll sling it in when I'm ready. And he's just got that ability there now, which is good for him. But yeah, I think Ismail Assar, Daniel Munoz, Mitchell, I think Palace will. This is goals galore for me, Harry. I don't think any team's getting out of this with a clean sheet, one way or another. I'm going to go for 2 each on this one.
No, I completely agree. I agree on the Hughes sort of opinion, but then I think Wharton obviously deserves a mention, doesn't he? As, the comparisons he's sort of getting and the link. I'm seeing Real Madrid links, which I'm not sort of opposed to. I can see why they'd be interested in it. For me, he's like a better Camavinga in weird ways, like in different ways. Similar, maybe not as athletic, but I think on the ball and vision wise, I think he's levels. I think he's amazing.
5 of Crystal Palace's last 7 Premier League matches have ended in draws. Interesting. And Crystal Palace have failed to win in their 10 previous Premier League meetings with Nottingham Forest. So Forest have won the last 6 and have won 4, drawn 6. Sorry. Both sides have faced, but the most they've ever faced a side without winning, which is interesting as well. And there was another one I wanted to give you here as well. No, I've lost it. But yeah, and some interesting stats to go along with it as well. The next game we're going to move on to is the Everton-Brighton. Now, I don't think there's too much to go into this one. Everton were all right. First game of the season, unlucky not to come out with it with a win in the end. Actually, very similar to Everton. I did think the penalty against them was on the harsh side. And if we... Oh, sure. Yeah, let me put the teams on properly. But... look at the Brighton team. They looked at the lineup pretty much the same as last week. O'Reilly back on to start again. De Kuyper and Weaver out in the wide areas. Baleba still in the team. Van Hecke starts. Rutter through the middle. And Everton, if we look at them, Jack Grealish expected to start in the number 10 position. Alcaraz was my first time looking at him on Monday night. I didn't really think he was that good. Dewsbury Hall, but covered some amount of ground in the game. He was brilliant. He was everywhere. He was attacking midfield. He was in the engine room. He was great. But if you look at their back four, O'Brien and Garner, they did force O'Brien wide, and he did try and do some of this stuff, but it's obviously not his bag. Everton, I just feel like they're missing that little piece there. And against Brighton, who have got guys like Weaver and I don't know, I suppose De Kuyper's quite an attacking-based player, isn't he? It'll be quite interesting. I think the wide areas will be a big part of how this game gets decided.
Yeah, I think there's going to be the goal for Brighton really is to leave a lot of space for Mitoma and that Disciple sort of overlap there, because Weaver's not a right back but can obviously play there. He'll tuck in a lot and come in that sort of 3 CDMs effectively, allows Ayari to sort of bomb on. O'Reilly's basically got a bit of a free roll there. And then, obviously Minter and Mitoma offer you a lot of width, and Rutter's rapid and athletic. He'll keep Tarkowski and Keane very, very busy. So, yeah, I mean, it's set up for me, it's hard to see past Brighton, winning, but we just know how flaky they are from previous seasons. I just can't, see past Everton just sort of gritting it out type of thing. So, for me, it's really hard. I think if Everton can sort of stop them not scoring for a half, I'd honestly sway that towards an Everton victory / draw at that point. But if Brighton score early, I just can't see Everton getting back into the game there. They'll be too open, and I just think it's a massive mountain to climb.
Yeah, a game that could, I think, certainly go either way. The first goal will say a lot about the match, I think. You're quite right there, Harry. It could be the first goal really does dictate the tempo of the match. Grealish, I think everyone's watching out for him if he is in number 10 to see free roll. Jack Grealish, can he come back and do something? But this guy Beto, I don't back him to score. Obviously, Ndai's good for it. Grealish could be good for it. You never know. And maybe from set pieces, any of the defenders could chip in. I just think Brighton have got a few more goals in their team. But, everyone are quite strong defensively. Like you said there, I think the first goal really says a lot. If it doesn't come, obviously, it'll be a 0-0 draw. But, depending on who gets it, we'll see how it shakes out. The second to last game we've got is Fulham at home at Man United, which is a game, I think, this is where Man United maybe get their season up and running after the Arsenal game at the weekend there, where I think, I think everyone I've heard talk about Man United from a Man United perspective, we're happy with how they finished the game without getting anything. So, away to Fulham, this is the time where Man United need to score some goals and get some points.
Yeah, it's time for, that front three that they've obviously brought in this season to pay dividends. I know it's early on and they've got, years to do that, but it would be encouraging, wouldn't it, from a Man United perspective to see, some link-up play, some goals and assists from those three. We know what Bruno's going to bring. That's a given, isn't it? We're not expecting anything less than what he sort of brings every week. But it's can the other three really pose a massive threat? Which I think they will. Like it's a wicked three really if you think about it. Two obviously have played in the Prem, loads of experience, and Sesko, with so much athletic ability, and you put him in front of goal, there's goals will happen. There will be misses, like every player misses. Haaland misses 5 big chances a game half the time. It's just nature of the beast. But if you can put Sesko in certain positions, like no one's catching him, similar to like that Ekitike sort of build where they're just gone long strides. You either clip him, and he takes a pen or whatever, last man sort of red card or whatever, or he's one on one in goal. So on goal, sorry. So yeah, I really like the Cunha and Buemo because they're so adaptable. Like they can play anywhere in that sort of front line and drop deep. Obviously, one being right footed, one being left, really nice balance. And then and I'm hardly mentioning Bruno, who's the heart of the team, right? So, but I got that doesn't mean to say they can walk over a Fulham team that have good players and have players that are proven. Iwobi was unbelievable last year, wasn't he? And really solid base, Berg and Lukic, and then solid enough back four, no frills. Obviously Wilson from set pieces and stuff has been really, really interesting, and Jimenez is proven. So it ain't a walk in the park, but I do fancy United here though with the amount of quality they have.
Yeah, Onana back in goals, so yeah, no clean sheet to be had this one. But I think this has got Man United written all over it, and there's some stats that back it up. Fulham have won just one of the last 19 games in the Premier League against Man United, losing each of the last 8 games at Craven Cottage. If Man United win this, they'll have won the 9 games in a row at Craven Cottage. They have never done that against any Premier League team ever, so that'll be a bit of history made for them, if something. Fulham have only won 4 of their last 23 Sunday Premier League matches, which is interesting. And Fulham boss Marco Silva has only been beaten more by Man City than Man United, considering the fact the Man United teams that Marco Silva's been playing over the years. That's quite a horrible statistic. Man United have kept just 1 clean sheet in the last 8 away games. I don't think that's going to change. And Man United have won just 3 of their last 23 Premier League away games. So maybe a little bit of recent history maybe flies in the face of the good nature they've normally got at Craven Cottage. And in the final game in the Premier League that we've got, I'm going for Man United to win this by like 4-1 or something, by the way, is Newcastle taking on Liverpool, the Alexander Isak derby.
What have we got? Liver Newcastle. This one's interesting, to be honest. Is it going to be Wirtz's time to get a little goal or assist? I really hope so. With him being on all the corners and stuff right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough to get past that Newcastle side, man. They're a really, really well-oiled side.
Yeah, I think this will be a tough one for both teams. It's Newcastle and Liverpool always has lots of goals in it. It's always an exciting game anyway. Never mind this whole Alexander Isak thing that you add into the mix. The Newcastle team is very predictable. They've not really got any rotation options to really exercise at the moment, and with a few injuries in defence and whatever, it kind of does all pick itself. I do think Barnes, Gordon and Alanga are a team that are a 3 anyway, that on the break, which is what Newcastle want to do, can get the job done. But I think it's going to be an uphill climb for them because Liverpool are just going to be really strong and really up for this. Wirtz has definitely got the ability to have an arrival type of match here at St James's Park. Ekitike has already opened up his account, obviously. But with the Curtis Jones probably coming into right back, it's maybe just tips it a wee bit, I think, for me, because Newcastle do rely a lot of dominating the middle of the pitch. And if Liverpool can kind of stop them from doing that, it might be quite good for them. A really tight game, as I say, always lots of goals in Newcastle v Liverpool. It's one of those kind of historic Premier League games, as it were. But yeah, with no Isak, you do feel that there's maybe some teeth taken out of the attack ever so slightly. But the Newcastle defence is like what's kind of kept them going when they've been successful the last couple of years. So I'm torn, I guess. Which should be, yeah.
Livramento Salah will be an interesting little battle. I think that'll be where maybe a lot of the games won and lost. I think I think Gakpo's going to have Trippier on toast. Really, if we're talking sort of like athletically, he's just I'm not saying Trippier's not a good defender or anything, but I think it'll be tough to keep Gakpo like from coming inside there because he does that so well. so stridey. Obviously, Kirkez then on the outside. Elanga will do a lot of backtracking, or have to because of Kirkez. But yeah, Livramento and Salah will be the interesting one. I've got a funny feeling Livramento might keep him quiet. I say that now, and Salah will get a hat trick, won't he? But I don't know. I just fancy Livramento there to just keep up with Salah. He's a bigger guy. Obviously, can probably keep up with him from a pace perspective. Now, that's not to say Salah can't pop into situations where the ball just falls to him and he scores goals. Like, it just happens, right? That's just the nature of a world-class player. But I think one-on-one, I'd be surprised if Livramento gets done there, honestly. I really am. Really would be, sorry.
I'm kind of with you, by the way, because I can't remember where I seen this recently, but I was watching a game and they had a right-footed player on the left side. And see, when this guy's cutting in, it's way easier for a right-footer to, like, deal with that.
Come into that. Yeah.
Because this person's not used to that in general, so it's like boxing. The first time you go against a southpaw, it's like weird. It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
100%.
And then the frame, I'm kind of with you, Harry. It wouldn't be a shock, would it, for us anyway?
No, and I wouldn't be shocked. Like I said, I think Gakpo probably has Trippier. I do like Trippier, but I think Gakpo probably edges that sort of that interlock with like Vert 1-2s. I think it might be too much for him around there. Shah can't really move, if we're being honest. And he'll have to look after Ekatike, and obviously Burn will help out. But yeah, I worry but I think the battle will be won and lost in that Salah Livramento left back situation.
That's an interesting one. Definitely keep your eyes open for that. And I think this is like Newcastle's best hope is this kind of game state happens. And then can they get Barnes on the run? Can they get Gordon on the run? Can they get Elanga going into space? So there's definitely ways to go for both teams. But yeah, I think Liverpool probably just edge it. Do Liverpool get a clean sheet? Maybe they could. I don't know. I'm going to go with 2-0 Liverpool. Could be a wee game like that.
No, I think both teams will score, but I honestly don't know what way it goes. I really think Newcastle do end up getting a goal somehow. But I couldn't tell you who wins the game, genuinely. Well,
that's the Premier League, guys. Thanks for bearing with us through that. Let us know your thoughts and feelings in the live chat. Maybe took a wee bit more time. We'll get better at it. We'll try and get a bit slicker. I tried to lift the level a little bit since we've got a new toy in the house. There's over 250 of you here live and loud on YouTube. There's a bunch of yous on Twitch. There's a bunch of yous on X as well. So good to see it from all of yous. If you could please smash the like button. We're already flying through 100 likes on YouTube. Can we break through 150? I forget what our personal best was last season, but guys, if you think I'm joking, likes are directly correlated to everyone doing better in Sorare this weekend. So help yourself, help the channel, smash the like button. I think Bundesliga, Liga, and La Liga. What will we scan through next, Harry?
Yeah, I'm just gonna blitz through everything because we haven't got. I don't think we got much time, to be honest, to give in-depth analysis on every game. So I'm just gonna go from A to B and just sort of rinse it through because we could be here all day. And we've got teams to finalize and stuff, and unfortunately that has to come. That has to take priority. But we've got Salzburg at home to Lask. That's a big sort of favourite there at home. Don't think Salzburg play midweek, but I could be wrong.
Bruges.
Do they? Bruges?
No. Bruges beat them in the last round. So they're in something. I'm sure Salzburg.
They're in something. Yeah. I honestly think there's a lot of value to be had in Austria. I know there's like horrible winter breaks and stuff, but as far as like Sorare goes, like you can find a decent amount of value here. I know Fitz has just left, which is massive for Austria Vienna, but who was is it Eggerstein? Someone said it on Twitter yesterday, like someone's the replacement. I can't remember. Everyone knows how valuable Fitz is. Yeah, Eggerstein, yeah. He'll be the.
Eggerstein had a big reputation when he was younger. He's just never really done it, has he?
Was he the German lad, wasn't he? Or in Germany for Freiburg?
Two of them. A striker in the mid.
Got you. Yeah. Playing Hartberg. Oh, I actually might let me turn on the match stats so it just gives us the percentages as well, because that's always handy. Genesis just joined us. Genesis, what's going on, mate? Here we go. So you can see all the favourites. I've got a little cash point Altac stack personally, Quinny. Defensive stack in the form of Benedikt Zek and Dejan Stojanovic. So that'll be my hope for the weekend in Challenger. Taking on Grazza, who I actually have their goalkeeper as well. So goalkeeper v goalkeeper for me this weekend. And we'll see how that sort of plays out. Zakaria should be on set. Interesting. Yeah, he was really good, wasn't he? I remember him a couple of years ago, Jack. He was really good.
Before he went to
Augustine
China.
was this. Yeah, St. Pauli boy. Pellet, Baumgartner, and Polster. I think Polster played. They played midweek, didn't they? I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Versus Rapid, and they played midweek as well. So let's see if there's any rotation worries here when it wants to load. Yeah, basically don't play any Rapid players apart from Hadel is what that looks like to me, to be completely honest. Belgium, we have a reduced fixture. Did you see the little controversy on Twitter, Quinny, this last night / this morning?
I can't say that I did.
So Sorare slashed the prize pools in Belgium late on, and then they've reversed it today and said we won't touch anything 48 hours after, but they did touch it, but they, like I said, reversed it, so everyone's happy again. I only know it, well, I've not noticed it, I don't play it, but I know someone who plays Super Rare was sort of mentioning it. I don't know whether it was slashed all through the scarcities, but there was a slashing that happened, but it's been reversed.
Good.
We're
Not
back.
that really affects me.
Yeah,
Shakunt has got an interesting one here. Hoyland from Sporting, Raskin from Rangers, or Devlin from Hearts. I'm not sure Raskin's going to play, is he? We'll get there shortly, but Devlin's played Motherwell. Hoyland,
yeah.
Sporting had a good game, didn't they? Sporting are good.
Yeah, Sporting are away, but they got massive favourites. Yeah, I think I go Hoyland. I'm pretty sure he's on pen, so he definitely has taken pen. So this season, Hoyland. So I'd probably edge there, to be honest, despite being away. Balikwisha's off to Celtic. I'm hearing, Quinny. I'm hearing murmurs that he's off. So, and I'm hearing Lamans is going to United. Like that's almost done as well.
Oh, I can. So Celtics here. We've got some sources, by the way, and
Ooh.
Balikwisha is quite far down the road. Is the quote I can supply, but we've actually got a rare card to give away. We've got a generous community member by the name of Sorare Contender. He did send it to me earlier. He just gave me a wee nudge message. So we've got a rare classic, but it'll be a powerful classic this weekend to give away in the show today. We'll give that away before the deadline. It's a challenger card. It's an all-star card. He should be playing this weekend. We need to get to 150 likes, guys. Come on. Well, as soon as we get there, take your phone out of your pocket, change the tab on your screen. We'll give it away. Rare cards can be played at limited, so if you're a limited player, you should be into it as well. But yeah, let's get the likes up, guys. We're still about 220 of these with us. And signing Ishmael Garby. Didn't see that one, Genesis. I'll look out for it. But yeah, Balikwisha seems to
I've
be
seen that.
down the road.
Okay.
Official contact has been made with Stengs. I think we all know that.
Stengs, Calvin Stengs.
Aye, like
Well,
trying to agree terms with the player.
That's an ACL injury waiting to happen.
Nah. Stengs is fine.
He couldn't even sign at Charlotte because of his knee. Celtic will take him in, though, won't they? Celtic will take anyone in at this point. Come on.
I forgot about that.
They
Charlotte.
need anyone and everyone. Yeah, do you remember that? He was literally in Charlotte.
Was he not raging about the way it went? But I think there was not a wee bit of controversy around it.
Was it like he didn't want to move? I actually don't remember, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it was. I'm sure it was to do with his knee, but again, I honestly can't remember. It was a little while ago.
Club Z, yes, we're going to be streaming MFL tonight because we've got a playoff to do. The community team is getting promoted, Harry Boy. We're absolutely killing it.
Love that.
And that reminds me, on that note, after Belgium, we'll slide our little advert in because MFL do sponsor the show and do a good job of doing it. We're more than happy to be partners with them, and it's been a great season 7. But I personally AFK'd once or twice, Harry. I left my team without doing it and forgot, and matches played and stuff. And you can imagine. So for my team, it didn't go too well, but the community team was fine. Kicked ass and took names.
Love that.
We done with Belgium. I'll click this now. 1 minute, guys. MFL Meta Football League is a football management game that takes this genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up bonuses available. Thanks again to MFL for supporting the show.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Off to Croatia next. I'm going to try and do all like the in-season-y comps first and then we'll see where we are.
Sure.
After that. Slaven at home, a favourite against Lokomotiva Zagreb. I almost don't believe it.
Like a bum fight, isn't it?
Jesus, insane. Insane. Gorica away to Vukovo. NK Vukovo. I hope we don't have the same issues as last week. That was brutal, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, brutal.
Maybe after this one then we'll do Champ Leagues just to do them.
Yeah. We'll get them done. We'll get them done.
The likes are flying in, guys. Keep them coming. Once we get to 100, we're 120. Is 150 high? I think it might be, but I think we can get there, guys. Can we get to 150? We've got more than it. We've got about an hour. We've got plenty of time. We'll get all the latest team news to you guys before we get to the deadline. It's locking for everything except for the single league competitions. They get their deadline locked at 7 p.m. tonight. So that's Premier League, France, Belgium, Spain, Belgium, Holland as well, and MLS all have their competitions locking 7 p.m. tonight. I forget if that's European time, UK time, or what time, but somewhere at 7. It'll be 7 o'clock somewhere.
I think you're right. The MLS one makes me laugh though. It's still before the medical thing. Like, it's just hilarious. As if like 2 or 3 extra hours make a difference. It just doesn't, unfortunately. It might do in the other comps because like late press conferences and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, doesn't really move the needle, shall we say?
No.
You know,
I would agree with that.
they did do the one week. They did do it late to where like it was after. But yeah,
I think they're just nervous about doing stuff like they mentioned with the prize pool thing within short distance of stuff, and because MLS is like underway this season, you know, like would it change your strategy fundamentally if there was like a significant change to the deadline? I don't think to the extent anyone would complain about it. I don't think anyone would gain an advantage over someone else, for example. But that's always why I kind of feel the hesitation with the MLS one is right now is they didn't say it at the beginning, so. But they did change the streak thing from 5 to 4, but in terms of in-season card requirement. But yeah, it's funny how they're not just doing it for MLS. Because it feels like with the leagues now getting the 7 o'clock one tonight, that they're softly letting the leagues get their own one, you know. Yeah, so it is 7 o'clock France time, that's fine. Am I edit out? Why do you say that? Oh, don't do this to me. Is Brendan Rodgers for the press conference? Oh, don't do this to me. Are you asking me or are you telling me? That's what I need to know. Are you asking me or are you telling me? I always forget Sorare streaming at this time of day. Nah. Only place to be is here, guys. With me and Harry Trades for the deadline show. We're halfway through. We've got through a bunch of stuff already. Baby Trades has joined us, and I'm away to scramble to see if Brendan's been in the press conference, Harry. Someone's asking me if Dyson's out. What?
Baby Trades has made his debut. Well, not his debut, actually. I think this could be his hat-trick. Nah, he's had more goals than that, to be fair, hasn't he? He's 1-in-1 at this rate, I think. Appearance every deadline show.
Asking. Oh, good. You freaked me out there.
Oh, he's asking.
Scales, I would say so. Scales is pretty nailed to definitely play. Will he start? It's 50-50 for me. I don't know, mate. He'll definitely play. The minutes, I can't tell you. I would expect him to play. I think there's a lot of situations that Scales plays in. I personally think he starts left back this weekend. I don't think Brendan can start Tierney, personally. I've seen Tierney over the last couple of years, and he's played every game so far. Played midweek. We've got a weekend game. We've got another midweek to play. And the next midweek might have extra time involved in it. We might actually want Tierney to play more than 60 minutes in it. So, I don't know. Scales will definitely play somehow, somewhere. Like if Tierney starts, if Scales hasn't started, he'll definitely come off the bench. There's no two ways about it. And if he starts, he'll be on the pitch for 90 minutes, so... Negren's kind of the same. I'm not too sure I'd be banking on Negren. Probably plays. Don't know if he starts.
It's what's it called season, isn't it? McCowan.
Yeah, I think McCowan will start this one for sure. What do you mean a Maeda link, Laird? Like on Twitter today? Like he's going somewhere? That would just be paper talk. That's the thing about the Scottish media, is they love upsetting or unresting Celtic fans.
Easiest clickbait in all history, I think that could be.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's just buying money.
Oh, brilliant. Satara here, newsfeed. Daiza Maeda, injury fears eased. Love that. Ooh. 45 minutes ago. That's hot off the press.
Baby Trade's got some lineups to build, I think, in a couple of... before the deadline. Never knew.
He's been pictured in training.
Multi-accounting we are. Oh, we missed up.
Yank start. I think Yank starts.
Oh, Andrew Laird posted a link to Twitter that says the injury.
Yeah, Celtsar here, no doubt. The source for that, Lairdy boy. Love that. Thanks very much. Yeah. So Celtic, I'm going for the third streak, and it is a wee bit difficult. A lot of you guys are going for the streak as well. If you've got Celtic cards, it's a tough one. But should batter Livy. But you just never know.
Just depends who's on the field, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, can you get the actual players? Someone's going to score. 5 players are probably going to score 80 or 80 plus. It's just who are those players?
Totally. I think Ralston's good for an 80 this weekend. Ralston's always good. Doesn't he give the ball away? If he does, it's a cross, which, that happens. But he's no like cross galore,
No flares, isn't he, at all?
Mm-hmm.
What have we got? Lille Monaco. Very evenly matched game, this
Andy
one.
Laird. Andy Laird wants the giveaway, guys. We're up to 215 on the YouTube now, which is good to see. 125 likes. If we can get 25 more likes, we've got a rare classic smasher card to give away.
I've seen DJ Coeft in the chat say time for another giveaway courtesy of Inside. So maybe are we doubling up on giveaways potentially?
Oh, we could be. Oh yeah, I've just got a message from Dennis. Little giveaway if you want. Oh, let's see.
No little giveaways. We want big giveaways.
Oh, it's a fun one, by the way. It's a fun one.
Is it?
Yeah. Send it over. Yeah. Send it over. It's unlimited in season. Is that the Monaco team you had on screen? Show me the Monaco team again. Nice. Golovan's fit. Times are good.
Yeah. Life can resume. Eredivisie hasn't been done, Stephen. No.
Right, guys, so we've got an in-season limited and we've got a classic rare to give away, but we need to get to 150 likes. The limited comes courtesy of Sorare Inside, of course. DJ Coeft, the man, the operator, the controller. Sorry, DJ.
DJ Docs now, isn't it? That's his new name.
DJ Docs, that's it. Sorry. I don't think we've got to Eredivisie yet, Stefan. We're kind of all over the place with the order. I'm really sorry about that. And yeah, SLD LRD 37. I would be nervous on Carter Vickers. Me and McBride every Thursday. For all you guys, you need to hear this. Every Thursday, 7 o'clock UK time, me and McBride do a show on the Celtic channel I work on. Celts are here, all one word. Me and McBride sit and argue about this for an hour. Work out who to play and what the teams are. So honestly, if you're just coming here now, you're missing a trick. I'll happily get you up to speed as much as I can, but you should catch. If you have Celtic cards, you really should catch that show. It's every Thursday, 7 o'clock. You can't miss it, and it's good crack, good banter. In any case, but Carter Vickers, McBride kind of talked me into. He probably does play, but I don't know. I'm not playing mine with any certainty. I've got one or two of them lying around in teams, I think, but I'm nervous. I just think Carter Vickers has got such a checkered injury history. This game on Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever it is, away in Kazakhstan, is absolutely must win. It's Champions League qualification or humiliation, and then going into the Europa League. So it's not just going into the Europa League, but it's humiliation as well, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tierney, Vickers, Hatate, Negren just get wrapped up for this one, get put on the bench, and you bring them on if you need them.
Quarry 10 still live, DJ says. I like how he's merged them now, finally.
We've got a discount code for Sorare Inside thanks to the giveaway. Quarry 10 is still live. Guys, we're 8 likes away. Once we get to 150, we've got 2 beautiful cards to give away. Oh, you're going for the 4th streak. Graham, good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. Challenge. Fingers crossed, mate.
Huge.
And yeah, so if you sign up to Sorare Inside, where we're getting all the lineup projections from, at checkout, use code Quarry10, which is Quinny and Harry together. It's a funny joke from the last time we did this. I believe it'll be 10% you get off your subscription or something, because that's what the 10 was supposed to signify, I'm sure. Yep. So the code's still live, so feel free to go for it. And thanks again for supporting the show with a wee giveaway and helping the community out with a wee discount. DJ Koef, the man. 7 likes away, guys, and we'll pull it. And this will be old school. And what we do for old school giveaways is it's live chat, YouTube, fastest finger first. So we're 7 likes away. You'll need to have your Sorare manager name pre-typed before we ask you the question, so that when we get it through, we can just zip it over to you. 5th streak for you, Luke Jones. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
Massive that, Luke.
Big fingers crossed for you, mate. Luke Jones, 96 in the house.
I could only dream of trying to hit the 5th streak anywhere, to be honest. I can't get near it MLS.
I've been dreaming. I've been dreaming, Harry.
Honestly, if I don't hit 2nd streak in MLS this weekend, I'm selling every MLS card. I mean, I've already sold my super rares, but rares are going. I've had enough.
JD91, hold that trigger finger, my man. Hold that trigger finger. We're 5 likes away.
Right, that's France done, Quinny. If you want to, I know you said 5 likes, but should I carry on or?
Yeah, go to Italy, or have we got Spain? Spain.
Let me do Spain quickly.
We'll get to the likes, Harry. There's still 5 to go.
Oh, I know.
Show Shigs, good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, Show Shigs.
Been a while, Show Shigs. Good to see you back. Alexander Guy, Tim Tweep as well is in the house. Good to see you. Love to see it. Using my Fernandez, Rangers so rocky now, but his L15 of 0, so gives me the best lineup for 6%. Sure, Harry will love that. I don't know what Fernandez that is, but they're playing Rangers.
DJ Koofed, not Koeft, apparently. DJ saying.
Koofed, nice.
DJ Docs to me now.
DJ Docs. I'll go with DJ. I'm just going to say DJ.
Yeah, DJ's easy. It's universal. You know, we can't really get DJ wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
You know. This might be a stupid question, but is Oviedo in? Go on.
Soccer Silverback, is Trusty out with an injury?
Is he?
Where did? Oh, I need to. And Ida as well. I need to send some messages here.
That's CCV locked, isn't it then? Maybe.
If he wants to play Scales left back, then yeah, it will be.
Or does Pussy get in?
Nah, he won't come into this game. It'll be Murray. Murray's the main fear for me.
Okay. Pussy's not ready then. Fair enough.
I'm putting the feelers out. Jigga suspended as well. Emmanuel Fernandez, Quinny. It's a cool name. Fernandez, Quinny. That's a cool name.
You would have made it as a profession if your name was Emmanuel Fernandez Quinny, by the way. 100%, you're guaranteed. Like Tiger Lands made it, you have to have the name, you know?
Totally. Guys, the sealed cards still give collection bonus? Yes, they do.
Yeah. Sociedad Espanyol. Espanyol with a really interesting victory last week, wasn't it, against Atletico?
Yeah, robbery.
2-1, I know.
Robbing the bank there. Omar El Halali back with decisive.
I know. I tell you who I actually picked up his Super last night, not on the cheap, it was cheaper than the one-off, but, 50 quid still, is Tyrese Doolan. You see, Espanyol signed him from Blackburn. He's like a really little tricky winger. English lad, 23. Signed a 3-year deal instead of re-signing with Blackburn. I don't think he's predicted to start right now, but the Espanyol fans are really, really high on him. Like, they think he's gonna sort of break through at some point. So, yeah.
Confirmed.
Trusty's
Rogers
out.
did say Trusty and Edith are injured. Oof. Confirmed. Battle Station Celtic holders.
I'm locking in my CCV now. Then he's got to be in, surely.
Yeah, probably has to be in.
Like a little 65, 70 minute maybe. Mm-hmm. Surely he won't play 90, would he? Knowing that they've got to travel and play on the midweek.
Alaves just signed Lucas Boy. I don't like that guy. He's huge, like massive. But I don't like him. Rob says your boy Dolan's decent.
Yeah, he's sharp. I've watched him play live because when Andy Moran, who's just moved to LFC, he was on loan at Blackburn with him, and I always thought Dolan was really good every time I watch him. Obviously, he's only Championship like, but still a decent little player.
DJ, you can send me the card, or you can see who wins it and just send it to them. It's up to you, mate. I'm easy either way. So Intel, I've got AJ out for 12 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And the other thing confirmed. Otherwise, it's just Negren is maybe going to start, by the way, is the intel I'm getting here. But it's maybe kind of opinion, maybe reading between the lines a little bit. Hard to say.
Yeah.
But that's a kick in the stones. So, yeah, no Trusty. I think Tierney maybe becomes a bit safer then. I thought Tierney was quite jailbait, but it might just be a needs-must situation. Play Tierney again. And then, so with Tierney, Scales and Vickers. You're going to take Tierney off for Murray and leave Vickers on for 90 probably then. Yeah, so I think Tierney's probably going to be folded in for this one by force. And then, yeah, Vickers becomes an option. We don't need Trustees anymore for this weekend. Yang, Negren, Ida, no Ida, so don't need to play him. I actually don't have a defender then. Now for team 3, my kind of throwaway-ish team. What to do? Maybe even play in Amura. This is tough, Harry boy. This is tough. This fourth week's going to be brutal, man.
Are you on the fourth, are you?
Sorry, the third.
Third, yeah. Sorare Inside isn't free LH, I don't believe. There might be a 30-day free trial, though. DJ might not, will know a lot more than me, but I'm sure there's a little free trial somewhere.
We've smashed through the 150 likes, guys. Ralston has a lock, yeah. So we're going to give that giveaway away in a moment. We'll finish up with, if we get any more in Champ after Spain?
Yeah, Bundesliga.
We'll finish up Champ and do the giveaway. We've got time to do that. So I love it.
I'm going to need half an hour to do all my teams, to be honest, so...
That'll time in nicely then.
Yeah. Mallorca. Did you see I picked up a little Super Mingueza for my in-season La Liga lineups?
Nice.
Hopefully he does a cheeky little 100 this weekend. Wouldn't go amiss.
Love a wee bit of Mingueza.
Yeah. Set piece taking defender. I'll have a bit of that. No. Baby trade is kicking off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, baby trades. Might change his name by default. What do you reckon?
It's probably worth doing.
If his name's Baby Trades, he's making it as a pro, right? Like that's a given.
Yeah.
I'm tempted. Sounds like a League 2 player though, which I would still take.
Yeah.
Big Nyland 70% on over Vladomish or whatever his name is. Odysseus. Getafe.
There is a 1 month free trial. So you get a 1 month free trial. Use code Quarry10. I'll put that on screen again if I can find it. It's a mixture of Quinny and Harry together. So Quarry. 2 hours, I believe. Yeah, there we go. You get 10% off for a month free trial. What was that?
That is Assets in Sports absolutely nailed it. Bebe Trades. Yeah. Now he's going to United. It's just real. Lifetime contract with United. Love it. Looks like Inside's flying a little bit now, which is great. DJ's finally played the Bills. Electricity's on. Quinny, do you know much about this Rincon?
I've seen you on him, mate, and no, I don't. No. I think, is he left back or right back?
Right back, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to see him get minutes. If Arnaud leaves for Palace, which was linked, he goes right in.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, but where he's came from or anything.
He's on loan from Bilbao, but he played for Mirandas last season, from what I could see anyway.
Mirandes is kind of softly linked to Girona.
Got you. Baby Trades is kicking off again. Baby Trades.
I've put Negren into a team just in case he plays.
How many lineups have you got going out for the third streak, Quinny?
Just how many? I've got 2 rares. I did have 3, but I've lost a defender now, so
yeah,
I don't know. And you know, I spent the last little bit of balance I had to get my team up and running. There'll be a video out. The members might have seen it, but it'll be out tomorrow morning. So I'd have these 3 teams for this weekend, and then that trusty move is just, it's a killer. So, and then after I did that, I got some wheel spins. I got some wheel spins this morning because of the Duo Connect thing as well. And I got £40 of market credit in it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm getting the balance now, but I'm like, oh, damn, maybe. But I don't think it's really worth it. To just getting a third team off the ground, it's not really that great.
A little panic buy.
Yeah, like, if I had a wee bit of a balance, I'd think about it. I kind of know who I would want to buy. Let me just look at them, actually. See what they look like with market credits. Oh, it's half tempting.
Tell you a little L15-0 little cheat code this weekend, maybe. Omari for Hamburg.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, predicted to start L15-0.
Nice.
If anyone cares. Baby Trades is always kicking off.
Just need to double check these Vickerses, but I think I think that's me kind of done what I can do. Putting Negren into a team because why not?
Kind of forgot the Doan left Freiburg, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to Frankfurt, I think.
Yeah.
Good move.
Yeah, interesting move for him. Upwards, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in the chat going for the 5x Bundesliga streak this weekend? Interesting. I feel like the prices have been super high for Bundesliga over the last couple of days. Yeah, like, I mean, like if you compare like the PSG stack to like the Bayern stack, for example, it's basically like 1/3 of the price, roughly.
Wow.
In rare, anyway. I think Elise alone would almost get you a full PSG team, like Hakimi, Vitinha. I swear to God, Hakimi, Vitinha, Dembele is like 1.5k, and then whoever your extra players do a 300, 400. There's under £2,000 there, and I'm pretty sure Elise is £2,000. Kimmich in pounds, that is. I think Kimmich is like 1.7, 1.8.
Wow.
Like, yeah, insane. Dortmund's team buy up front with Guirassy, Job, Pascal Gross is expected to start. I saw Kuto went off injured. Oh no, yeah, maybe Kuto's expected to play there. I thought he was injured or
Yeah.
something, but
I seen him getting wellied. He is on to play everywhere.
yeah,
It was fine. It was just they were worried it was his tendons or something, but it wasn't. It was just a wee bang.
nice. Love that.
Yes,
Heidenheim,
but no Ida. He
Wolfsburg.
probably has to play Dyson through the middle. Negren on the you need to keep Forest. You need it's a lot to look. Wow, Jesus man, what a headache the Celtic team is this week, man.
Assets got Kobel, Elvedi, Brandt, Karazor, Bahoya. Yeah, I like Bahoya.
Nice. Brandt was on to
Pepelu.
play there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Pepelu. Apparently, I think I heard you say on stream, didn't you? Like Santa Maria is basically just gonna bulldoze him effectively.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to get the job this week.
Yeah, big Santa. What are you doing?
I got his in season for a tenner, knowing he was going there, and I was looking at it this weekend, like, oh, could I build a wee cheap La Liga in season?
Yeah.
Not really that cheap yet, where it's like, oh, let's go for it.
Makes sense, like, yeah. And then tonight, Bayern Leipzig, first game of the Bundesliga.
Xavi Simons firmly in the shop window for this one.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. Big
Friday night
surge
game.
expected to start, yeah. Not really giving much chance to Leipzig winning this, are they, by the metrics? Bakayoko on to play, interesting. Seiweld at the base. Gulashi, Raum, Nusa. They got a decent front three, that.
It's alright, but it's a bit meh.
It is a bit meh. Leverkusen, mind. They've signed like 20 players and they're all really interesting.
They look good on paper, don't they? Hoffenheim will be an interesting test anyway.
Mate, Klaus at Leverkusen could just rip it, by the way.
Yeah, he could.
They've offered 8 million, but they need to stand in firm because they know how much money they got for Wirtz. Like, you can pay us 15, 20 easily if you really had to. I don't think, maybe probably 12 is their max. Bless you, baby trades.
Bless you. And then Hoffenheim, we're going to get Koki Machita.
You, baby trades.
Oh.
Koki.
I forgot to
What,
check.
Dobbsy? It feels like Nuremberg play every Friday night, by the way, like without fail. And they always concede in the 90th minute for you.
I think a lot of Bundesliga 2s on Friday.
True.
Again, Germany are really good at. I think it's because the Bundesliga's on the weekend, so they try and avoid that. So they try and play all the other shit on a Friday, and then you can go to your local match, and then you can go to your weekend or go to your bigger team, whatever you want to do. Is that you, Harry Boy? You need to build lineups. I'll take over.
Yeah, if you don't mind. People are asking for the Celtic lineup as well in the chat, so I don't know whether if you want to go from Scotland.
I'll get there.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of Denmark stuff. I'll go Denmark then Scotland.
Yep.
But we have 2 cards to give away. So the first one is an in-season limited. Have I accepted the offer yet? I've accepted it now. Okay, so we're going to ask 2 questions in the live chat that will be related to the show. I'm trying to think what that could be now. The first card we've got to give away, courtesy of Sorare Inside, is an in-season Polly P. Pogba. Can you believe it? I know you've just fell off your chair. So pre-type your Sorare manager name and get ready for this question. And I need an answer from you. Okay. The question is going to be a number. We're going to be looking for a Sorare score, right? And I'm just going to ask for no decimal points, just whole numbers only. And the way you'd be able to find the answer is by looking at the player's profile page on Sorare itself. Okay. So bear with me a moment till I go and get the answer. Got it. Excellent. Okay, so I just want numbers as they would look on the Sorare player page. Pre-type your manager name, put a space, wait for the question, and then I want 2 numbers from you. Press send. The first correct answer I see gets in-season limited Polly Pogba. Okay. Now, we've just been chatting a bit about Cameron Carter-Vickers and how he might actually be set to start for Celtic this weekend. He played in the midweek at home to Kairat Almaty, the 0-0 draw. He was actually Celtic's highest scoring player. How many points did he score? Go. If you've not done so already, smash the like button. Thanks again to Sorare Inside. You can use this code at the bottom. It'll get you 10% off your subscription and you get a month free as well. Thanks again for the giveaway and good luck to you all. There's a bunch of answers flying in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Smash the like button if you've not done that already as well. Of course, we've got an R card to give away in quick succession. The correct answer is 66. 66. Highest rated player on the day, sadly, for us. And the correct answer is the first manager name that's came in with the number 66 beside it was BR4 Brandy. Congratulations to you. We'll send this over to you now, buddy. BR4. And we'll send you the Polly P Pogba. Now, the next card we've got is rare, okay? And it was a great looking giveaway when we came on the show. This one is getting given away to us courtesy of Sorare Contender. If you want to check out Sorare Contender, he's got a Twitter account. He's also got a YouTube channel. And earlier this week, 3 days ago, he posted his video of winning Challenger. Now, he was Contender because that's where Scotland is. Scotland's now in Challenger. It's maybe going to be a bit of a rebranding from Marky Boy here. But he won last weekend. He's got a nice wee video going over it. Make sure to check it out. Hit subscribe over on his channel if you haven't done so already. And he has furnished us, he has helped us out with a card, like I mentioned, it was a lovely giveaway about 20 minutes ago. And that is a rare classic, Austin Trusty the Process, who is sadly not going to play this weekend, but you can still have him. We're still going to give him away to one of you guys. And we'll keep this succinct and we'll try and move it on quite quickly. So you all know Cameron Carter-Vickers. So same thing again, pre-type your Sorare manager name, put a space, and then the answer to the question that's about to come is going to be a name. Cameron Carter-Vickers was the highest scoring Celtic player in the match. Who was the second highest scoring Celtic player in the match? What is their name? Their surname only. Correct spelling matters. Correct spelling matters. Who was the second highest scoring player? Now, I did say second highest scoring Celtic player. I had to double check that wasn't going to be a situation. Jude, I'm really sorry. Second highest scoring Celtic player. I did it as clearly as I could. I was trying to make sure you didn't screw yourselves over in any way. I'm just checking notifications, make sure I'm not missing anything. And yeah, the correct answer was Kasper Schmeichel. Now, Kasper Schmeichel is E before I. Chel. So let's see who is the first correct answer and who's the first genuine correct. Oh wow, there's a lot of Schmeichels. Well done to you all. Tierney was in there as well. Let's see. Oh, I think it was the first one that came in. Calum, well done to you, mate. Just somebody double check. Yep, Eiche. Yep, nailed it, mate. Well done. I did see some other ones like this coming in. With the J replacing the H, obviously people fat thumbing it or whatever. I've seen the Schmeichel that always comes in once when you do Schmeichel questions. But it was Calum. Well done to you, mate. I'll send you over this Austin Trusty right now. And then I'll show you. We've got Denmark here. Somebody asked for Bromby. I'll just put that on screen for you.
Apparently, Tiger Land is going to start for PSV. Little random one.
Oh, well done.
And how fun is that?
That
was a law of attraction, that was.
Yeah. The Bromby team's not loading for us. I think Rico Man asked for that. Congratulations to the winners. Thanks again to Sorare Contender for giving us a wee giveaway. And thanks again, Sorare Inside, for giving us a wee card to give away as well. Oh, gutted. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. We'll put Midgetland on. Can we get that? Oh. Uh-oh. I'll maybe hit refresh. Yeah, let's try refresh. See if that works for us. We've 20 minutes to the deadline. How are you getting on with your teams, Harry?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got most of the things in order. It's just, what do I do with All-Star? Do I go Arena? Do I go both? Like, obviously, because it's division battle, isn't it? So,
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm finalising my second League Online. Well, to be fair, I don't have to finalise that second League Online lineup, actually, do I? Because deadline's not till later. Yeah, I've got my duplicate in. Eredivisie's in. MLS is in. Challenger is in. Contender, champion. I need to do one more champion lineup. Have you maxed out your champion lineups? What's the script? Were you there?
Aye, I've got them all. I've got 4 for
Yeah,
me and then a limited team for the members to try and win something.
got you.
We've got a champ essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not got
Yeah.
Denmark working. Is Scotland working?
Yeah, champ essence is going to be definitely valuable, isn't it?
Yeah. Guys, we might have a little glitch in the system. So there should be happy. There's tons of likes, so I don't think it'll be them interfering with what's going on. Bernardo is expected. We'll go back to Denmark again. The Danes. The Danes.
The Great Danes.
Bromby. Champ essence is huge. It is, man. It is. So I've got 4 teams. I'm actually quite chuffed with all my champ classic teams. I love a wee bit of SO7. Need a wee bit more strength defense. Just a wee touch. Need a Schlotterbeck in my life, I think. I know he's not fit yet, but I need a wee Schlotterbeck. Maybe a wee Van Dijk in my life, and then I'll be set.
Not Verge. Yeah, I tell you what, I brought in a few weeks ago is Bastoni.
Oh, that's
fun. Yeah, but like I think ideally I'll use him in Challenger mostly, I reckon. Like as the extra.
Be a good move. Big solid defender. Oh, there we go. Nordistland's on. Ola Solbakken. It's a blast from the past. Is he finally going to get cards? He's never had cards, has he? He's always missed them.
Yeah, I think he's always missed.
And then the keeper is Leica. I don't know if that was the goalkeeper one people were waiting on. Latin Maki gets a good write-up. Markman, I know you like him. Yarinki, people love. Some new names up front. Nordistland are just a factory, man, aren't they? An absolute factory. Solbakken has cards. Nice. When he goes back to Norway, he'll be wild. He'll be like Cecilia. Midgetland we've got on screen. It looks like Olafsson over Losso. Rest of the team's on screen there for you. We then get to Brunby. I'll do Holland after this if we've not done Holland. A lot of you guys are asking about the PSV thing. I think Harry did Holland. I'll double check PSV though. We're not going to get Brunby. Where is Eredivisie? PSV updated 25 minutes ago. Wah. Guys, what a great show we've had today. Hundreds of you have been tuning in again as ever. And the likes have been brilliant to see. Glad we had some giveaways for you. And yeah, Jono, no Trusty, no Ida. Confirmed. AJ looks to be out for 3 months, 12 weeks. Ben Newton. Oscar Bob is playing. Oh, here we go. PSV A bunch of unknowns are playing. We're loading. Oh, good luck, Stefan, tonight. Big Bundesliga crafting session for you. Buzz, hope it goes well. Yeah, I'm not really getting any movement here, guys. Sorry. Yeah. DMs are coming in from all angles. 1,000 prizes for 8,500 entries in Champ Rare seems tough. It definitely does. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. But I don't think like SO7 is really it's tougher, right? Because you've also got 7 guys and whatever. But I think like what 7 good scores looks like isn't actually that bad. It's kind of one of those, if you can line them up, you'll be fine. But I'll show you my champ. We've only got 15 minutes to go, guys. The site's down. I'm not gonna labour it too much. So I'll show you my champ teams. Got the Road to Glory stuff, which I think you've all seen a bunch of times anyway from this week. But Oscar Bob's in my main Road to Glory team with Captain Elliot Anderson, Ronaldo in defence with Robin Rofs and Chris Wood leading the line. We've got a little secondary team here that we've built with some depth, which is cool. We'll play Marmouche in that, Captain Diarra, and just kind of hope for the best. And with Pepelu looking to be out, I brought in old favourite Bryce Mendes, Harry. And now, see this limited La Liga Road to Glory team?
Yeah.
Can you see the 5?
Yeah.
Do you know what they all have in common?
You have them all in other scarcities, or did?
This was a super rare team last year. I had.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah, it is actually. That's funny.
So that was a kind of funny realization I had when I plugged them in there. I was like, I had all these guys in super rare 2 months ago. Anyway, Champ, where is it? Yeah, so these are my 4 rare teams. I don't know how you can see them all because it's spread out over 4, but I don't think you need to score wild to do well. You just need them all to do well, and I think you're kind of fine. If you get if you can get 60s everywhere, you're cruising. I think
100%.
In a way, you won't win the thing, but you'll do well.
Yeah.
That's the kind of outfits I've got for it. Sorry, inside. Please come back in 5 minutes. Oh well, I'm not sure if we've got 5 minutes, but we'll try. And then that's the team for the members that's going out. Unlimited. Amiri captain we went for in the end. Could be fun.
I like Amiri.
And then All-Star, a lot of Celtic stuff. Put Vickers back in, put Negren in one of them. Then All-Star Limited for the members, looking good. 3 limited cycles help.
You have gone Vickers, have you?
Yeah, well, Trussie's not playing.
Fancy. Yeah.
Kind of needs to play, unless he's going to play Simpson Pussy, but I don't see that happening. He did say the Falkirk game last week was going to set them up for Livingston, which made me think it was going to be Trusty and Murray.
Yeah.
If Trusty's out, if he still plays Murray and plays Scales and Tierney, I would find that really weird. I think Vickers is nailed, basically, yeah. If Trusty's out. No messing about.
Yeah.
I still think there's a fair chance that Scales plays left back, and that means Murray will play with Vickers. But maybe with Trusty being out, he just plays Tierney and subs on Scales later, but... so yeah.
I think I'm going to do...
It's going to be a nail biter all the way.
I think I'm going to do one all-star lineup in rare and then keep everything else for arenas.
Feel free to share screen. Shows what you're up to.
No, it's too risky right now. I need to make sure I got everything in a row before.
Fair enough.
So a Liga's late, Bundesliga's late. Okay, so everything's later. And then, Challenger's locked in. Let me double check Shell. Did we say Inside's not working, is it?
Yeah.
I think I think, what's it called? Yilmaz. Oh wow, yeah, Yilmaz. Yilmaz for Gala. He's going to
Mhm.
Saudi.
Oh wow.
Like 60 mil. He's not training today. Wants to transfer to Saudi.
Ouch. Hate when that happens.
Let me check my rare stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to play Inamura in that last team just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. I'm not going to buy somebody for it. It's a pointless thing. With the amount of injuries and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if he came out of nowhere to claim some minutes in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw it. Oh, what a tough weekend it's going to be. I hope that top Celtic team is just fine and just cruises it.
I mean, it's got a hell of a chance if you get all the ducks in a row, you know.
Totally. Guys, we've smashed 370 likes on the show. Absolutely love to see it. There's still 190 of these here all the way to the very last minutes of the deadline, despite Sorare inside being on its backside.
Right, let's see if I can victory lap this.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
I had a lot of people, give me a bit of stick with the amount of limited lineups I predicted there would be in All Star, didn't I? Do you
Yeah,
remember the
probably.
stick
I
I
don't
had?
remember
I
there
had a
being
bit
that
of
much
stick.
pick. Did you?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was stick though. I think I said 50 to 80,000. Everyone's like, no, nowhere near 80,000. We're right in the middle. 65,000 lineups
Chunky.
with 10 minutes to go. Yeah, just over 65,000. I mean, yeah, 20,000 win essence. Obviously, it's only 100, but I think that ratio's better in limited than it is rare, right? 2,000 people get. It's one in like 8 in rare get essence, whereas it's 1 in 3 in limited.
Yeah, something like that, I think. I've got teams back on screen just to let everyone know it's listening.
In rares,
So get
in
your eyes
super
on
rares,
screen.
1 in 9, which feels not great.
Yeah. Was that
Yeah, I
commit?
don't
Oh,
know.
fancy Larson.
I think I'm going to do one all-star lineup and then keep the rest for arena.
Where the hell has Holland went? Oh, that's it. There's that
Can't really
PSV
do
team.
too much else.
Tygo Land, 60% in here, yeah.
Yeah.
You did Holland earlier, didn't you?
No, I don't think I did, genuinely.
Oh, really? Okay,
No.
I'll think through it then quickly. 8 minutes to the deadline, eyes on. Miguel Rodriguez plays, Barkas plays, El Carone, Veergiver's there. They take on Excelsior, your boys, Harry, on screen
Yeah.
now. I don't know this team well enough, but your boy Ratsies and goals, Zagre at left back. Go ahead. No Bream. Oh, no, he is. Bream's there. Melly Mullenstein in midfield. Debuser. Take on Sparta. Toonstra, Lauritsen. That's fun. Catalano. Bruno Martins Indy. PVA. We've got a fun team for them. PSV we just had on screen, but it's back. They take on Groningen. Groningen on screen for you now. Nobody really to mention. Georgius and goals. Telstar Volendam. This feels like it's going to be 4 each or something. This is like a, what do they call the league below Eredivisie again? Istra Divisie. If you ever look at the score lines in those leagues,
It's a 10-all.
yeah, Telstar and Volendam are two ones that are bad for, or not bad for it, but they are usual suspects. Mayamba going to play. He's I can't say his name, but yeah, people like him. Ajax Heracles. Yeah, Moro. Some good players here. Yuri Bass, Koitakura, Harry. I was looking at the price of him the other day for gallery reviews. He is going to be phenomenal in the Ajax team. Like Koitakura will be right up there with the best defender cards they've had.
Yeah,
Back when they
100%.
had Timber and Lisandro Martinez and whatever, he'll be utter top shelf, I think.
I completely agree.
And they take on Heracles, De Kaiser in goals. No Jizz.
No jizz.
Yeah. NEC versus NAC. Your boy Sherry, Kento Shiogi, big reputation for him. Cody Sano, very impressive last year. Did a bit of scouting on him. Sandler for Donk. This team rinsed last week for somebody. Again, I had a member. We were doing gallery reviews, and he only had
Yeah.
like the 5 guys in that team that all kicked last week.
Mate, the same guy at Super A has won back-to-back weekends. Full NEC stack.
Love it.
Yeah.
And Lewis Holtby as well, Harry. And Eredivisie is a very good budget card.
Yeah, I
Started
do
off
like
well last
that.
week.
Yeah, it's a fun one, that is. Really fun.
Him and Koatakura definitely under the radar price wise.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Heerenveen against Twente. Heerenveen not really got much going on.
Lost their best player,
Twente.
one of their better players. 20 aren't great right now, by the way. Like, they're struggling.
I think we
have been,
expected
sorry.
Zaruki to go back there and just pick up where he left off, and it's not really happened, eh?
Mm-hmm. And proper back.
And proper. Yeah, it's not probably a good thing, but from what I've seen of him up here. We did Portugal.
No.
Benfica's on screen. 5 minutes to the deadline, guys. Sporting Lisbon on screen. And, oh no, we've got more to do. We've got Victoria Guimarães. They've got cards now. There's their team on screen. Charles and goals. We also have Braga. They're at home. That's where you want Braga. Zalazar in the 10 spot there. No Lager Bielke. That's annoying. Roger Fernandez, the Wonder Kids playing. And where's Porto? Porto at home at Casapia. Luke de Jong up front. Borja Sainz. Gabby Vega scored well last week. I've seen that as well. Good wee plays there. 4 minutes to deadline, guys. Here's Celtic. Has McBride updated it? I think he has. Yeah. So I think we have to default into this. But yeah, Simpson, Pussy and Murray. Wouldn't be surprised if one of them starts, but I think that kicks Tierney out the team, and it's to rest him. Otherwise, this is probably the team. Negren's maybe a wee bit closer to playing just because of how the stuff is. I don't know. We need Forrest for Wednesday, so I kind of need to wrap him up in cotton wool. Yeah, so there's Celtic for you. We take on Livingston. This is how they look. Zalazar and Amiri carried your midweek. How well does Zalazar do midweek? Rangers team's on screen. Antman plays. Lyle Cameron plays. Asgard. Tavernier looks to start as well. They take on St Mirren, who are normally pretty handy. Killian Phillips, O'Hara in midfield look good. Your boy Shamal George, Harry Boy, on for a good one this weekend. Claudio Braga's going to start up top, which is good. Kizaridis, and wow, they're getting them all on the pitch, Harry Boy, for Hearts. Cammy Devlin, good game for him. They take on Motherwell, and I know you've been a big Motherwell fan this year, Harry. Elliot Watt, Slatterly, or Slat Dog Millionaire, as Sam Ty tells me he calls him. My boy Fadinger in the number 10 spot there. McGinn in the defence. Callum Ward in goals. And in the final game in Scotland, we've got 3 minutes to the deadline. We've got Kelly taking on Dundee. And the Kelly team looks all right. Nobody really that great in it, but they're at home. 3-5-2. Like their manager, he was good last year at Motherwell. I thought anyway. And then here's the Dundee team. Simon Murray's on to play. Jan Danda is going to get minutes again. He might be fine. Ryan Astley coming good again. Harry Boy. John McCracken in goals. 2 minutes to the deadline. I think that's all she wrote, guys. Maybe try and squeeze Turkey in. Did we get Turkey? Here's Galatasaray. Sané's on to play. Trabzonspor. Fener. Talisca's there. And yeah, I think that's all, Mo. Hey, Harry Boy, surely you've got some teams to show us.
I do, but I've got baby trades
Got you.
running the gaff right now.
I think I've kind of shown you all the teams I can show you anyway. I'm not going to show you my Celtic teams. You probably know how they've changed in the last minute, but I've got a video kind of going through it all and stuff like that, so I'm not going to go through that in any detail. I've seen the champ stuff. don't think anyone cares about MLS or All-Star particularly. I've showed the community teams we built yesterday. It's just but locked and loaded now. For me, anyway.
I'll get them on screen now.
Yes, Tim Tweep, the power ratings. No, I think those power ratings come from Sorare. Sorare bought some stuff off of Sorare data, which I think that's just they've directly just taken that from Sorare data's matchup. But they've changed it. So on Sorare data, it used to be AAA. On Sorare, that's just A. So it's a bit different, maybe a bit watered down. But yeah, I don't think that's from Sorare Inside. I think that's a Sorare data legacy item that's in the Sorare platform. Wow, 5 in. Oh no, it's 4 in seasons. I was going to say, Harry, that's a bit overkill, but Augsburg and Morton's look good. I've seen training videos of him on the timeline. He looks like he's banging them in.
Flying, mate. Yeah, on set pieces as well, which is handy. I'm risking the Hogsburg, whatever his name is, situation and the keeper. I've got a Nice stack which I'm going to play as well, but obviously I don't have to pop that in yet for a few hours, so I'm going to keep it for now, just in case it sells or whatever. The La Liga boys kicking off tonight with Fornals. Mingueza comes in instead of Gaia, who's away. Obviously I don't get the 25% or 20% boost. Baby trade is kicking off.
It's a good looking team, man. Mingueza's a powerful defender. Zorgan Captain Classic, that looks like it's going to work out well. Verips, Big Vincent Janssen, Dam Thulon, an OG.
Second streak in here, hopefully. Missed out on the third last week. I've got 10% ceiling boost now, which I'm really happy about, so hopefully...
Seen that, mate. Yeah, how much does that skingy? Have you worked that out yet?
Yeah, not really, no. I mean, I've already...
Definitely need to do a video on that, like how I did this,
Yeah, like I've got a lot of them.
Or something.
Like Wendell yesterday, I sealed him and unsealed him because he went from 50 to 200 points. So like 350 points. I paid like 10 quid for him, So little things like that. I've probably spent at least over like easy 100 quid, maybe a bit more, quite comfortably. This is just going to be a little Essence, hopefully scraper with no goalie. Right now, for me, I don't have Ratzi is an issue, and Van Gassel's injured. Second streaking in MLS, hopefully D1 and D2. Challenger, I've got 2 Super lineups out right now, which is pretty fun. Shamal George, and I've got the Vittoria keeper. And when that loads, bit of Motherwell in there as well. PP trades.
The goalkeepers are called Charles and George.
I know, how funny. My first ever Celtic in season card, I think, in the form of Luke McCowan.
Yep.
I do have an Adamida for my sins, or one midweek or weekend. Sorry. Yeah, not happy about that. Going for I'm back on first streak, to be fair, with Challenger, so hopefully should easily hit that with the quality. I've got over like the 3 lineups. I think we're maybe glitched, but we are in, aren't we? Two minutes over. Yeah, look, yeah, it just doesn't like loading right now for me. I am back on the contender train, Quinny. just using a classic keeper and just bought like the cheapest J League guys I could buy, basically. For like 9 quid, I think I bought. See what happens. See if we hit 275. With credit a few game weeks ago for midweek for like 7 quid. So I was like, 2 cards. Let me just go buy, midfielder, forward, and an extra. And like I said, yeah, about 9 quid's worth there. One of them's not even predicted to start, to be honest. See what happens. Yeah, Thiago Silva's a little cheeky one, Jack. On all set pieces, pens. I wish I had him in Super Red, to be honest, but unfortunately I don't. But I've maxed out my champ. I've got a full Friday night champion lineup, Quinny. It's 5 sevenths Bayern stack, and then Cucho and Lo Celso against Alaves. I could have gone Goretzka in here just to make it even more Bayern-y, but I think Lo Celso's probably got a bit of a higher ceiling, hopefully. Yeah. I've got a bit of a Nice defensive stack going on here with a couple of extras. Hopefully Aliyesh kicks on this season. Another little random champ team, and then another little random champ team with Bastoni, Diash. A bit of Bruno. Not terrible. I'm really struggling with forwards. That's where I'm really lacking in champ. Don't have many good forward options.
I've got an okay amount. I'm kind of yeah. Depends on the fixtures. I can be all right.
Like I haven't even counted Cherky, but like players who are like aren't nailed this weekend. It was like Vinny, Luis Diaz. Can't really think. Guiri, to be fair. Okay, Greenwood, but I'm playing him in season. Like I really after like 5 or 6, I'd say Sagaниkov's like the next best, which obviously good player and stuff. But yeah, like I'm just really low on like players after that. You know.
My forward could be tough and chap.
I've only got one under 23 Super lineup going out right now, so a lot of players are going unused, which is just annoying. I've risked Hogsburg again for my sins, so we'll see. Probably a lot of pain to come. I've tried to get 6% on all my under 23 rare lineups where I can, like Larios L15 of 12 or whatever. At home this time, so hopefully something nice comes there. Busio's like 41, which made this lineup work for me. Bazunu's low as well. Got Vert down by here. A couple of just random U23s. What else would pop up? All-Star maybe. I've got 1 or 2 All-Star. One Arena I've done already for Super Rare. Maro Jr. was captain in this lineup, but unfortunately Maro Jr. is out with an ankle injury, which is just something that always seems to happen with him. I hate how long this... So honestly, on my laptop... Oh, I got into a golden! Yes!
Yes!
I did one Arena Super Golden. Now that is fun.
That's because we smashed through the likes, Harry boy. We're on 174.
Mate, that's insane. I've had one rare golden, but never had a super. The team's a bit ropey. Your base 70 on, Ward is 70 on, the rest are like 90 or whatever. But Verdonk and Bardaki, I think, could maybe get me over the line here. Oh, I'm so happy about that. One lineup I did. That's so happy. Yeah, I'm buzzing with that.
That is a good one.
I literally haven't done one rare one yet. I'm saving all that. And then
a deadline entry as well, so you know there's no late teams coming in. They know the team.
Yeah. I'll know everyone. Yeah, I'm interested to see who's in that, to be honest. But yeah, one All-Star rare. Hopefully we can get a little D1. A couple of PSV lads in there. I think I got Cherry in there. I got Hani Mukhtar in there actually. And then yeah, Costa, Otamendi, and I put Vickers in my... Did I put Vickers somewhere? I think I put Vickers in season actually. Chal. But yeah. Did you max out your All-Star lineups after? I went out Karani, yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
But you know, Harry, I actually meant to pick a bone with you. See this whole 6% caper? See, when I was building my teams for this weekend, it just totally got into my head that I should be optimising it. And it took me, honestly, mate, about 3 hours to build 4 teams. Because I was just pulling my hair out going, whoa.
Yeah.
And do you know what I had to do, mate? I had to delete them all on my computer. And I had to go for a walk. And I did them on my phone. And it was way easier because I wasn't looking at those... the cap thing, and I wasn't looking at it. I was just like, right, who's the next best player to pick? And I just went through it and I repicked them all. I still ended up getting a lot of those bonuses without really making it happen. But
100%.
I was going through that slog and I was like, I fucking hate Harry. I'm putting this in my head.
once it's in your head, it's hard to come out of it. Yeah, it really is. Oh, I'm in deep waters here, I think. Johnny KR, Mamba's in here. Let's see who else. Coloma, I recognise that. Steak Box. PSU fans too, of course.
Oh, you need to beat PSU.
I have to beat TSU. We got Walker Zimmerman, Isaac Littberg, Zubkov, I've got him as well. Wow. Not in this lineup though, but yeah, Shufs. Yeah, I fancy myself. If everyone starts, I do fancy.
Walker Zimmerman's good for a DNP, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Raskin captain. That's a bit risky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Is Bayendier even going to start for United?
Nope.
Wow. Okay, so
Nana was on projection.
This is looking a bit softer then. Neuer tonight. Yeah, look at this, Quinny. Wow. Kevin De Bruyne. Cucho tonight. I don't know much about this Zapedri, but he probably is really good. Neuer tonight. That might be tough to get around. Disciple captain. Interesting. Slowick's back.
Is that Arturo Osaka in the middle?
Yep.
Love that.
That's class. Yeah, this is not going to be easy at all.
No.
But like 100 essence spent, like it's one of them where like wherever, it's one of, if it was uncapped, then obviously you're spending 250. That's really made me happy, that genuinely. 1 in 1, like what's the chances of that?
Yeah, Jack, it was that chat Harry gave me. It just got into my brain and I couldn't shake it. You
I
can't
think
make
like
worse teams for it. That's where it will
no,
screw you.
like that was my conundrum with like the Bayern stuff. Like I'm with that first champ lineup I've got with Bayern. Like obviously I'm not getting any bonus with that, but it's one of them where like if you think they're gonna just rinse, then I think it's not worth like trying to chip it down to 370. Like yeah, and obviously the stacking and whatever. It's like a fine line. I think you have to be like way over on like I don't know 5-6 man stack of one team that's like really good and really like good chance of winning that week, or like what you're saying, what I've been doing with U23 is like just trying to be cute with it. And yeah, it's weird. Like you don't want to be in the middle. You don't want to line up that's like 375 because that'll just bug you because you're basically 5 out of 15 points down. But if you could trim that, you'd have 4% extra. So yeah, Mike says finally found something better than Harry at getting in. What are you a frequent golden arenaer? Mikey Baston is.
Frequent with flyer miles for Mikey.
Yeah.
Baby trades. Guys, we're at the deadline. We're in it. We're here. Good luck to everyone this weekend. Good luck to everyone this game week. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, supported the show, and joined us on all the platforms, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Thanks to Sorare for, I don't know, whatever they've done today, I guess. Thanks to MFL for supporting the show. Thanks to Sorare Inside for helping us out with a giveaway. Thanks to Sorare Contender for helping us out with a giveaway as well. Good luck to you all. I hope you all finish 1 point behind me. Harry, it was an absolute pleasure, my man.
We got through it, mate. It wasn't as bad as normally. With baby trades, yeah. Hopefully, baby trade gives us all a bit of luck, and yeah, big rewards all around for all of us.
That's it.